Hello again and welcome to our series of training videos on soil health and its management. In this video, we will look at how you can potentially identify soil nutrient deficiencies by examining plants in the field and discuss soil nutrient analysis by doing plant analysis. Plant nutrients fall into two categories: macronutrients and micronutrients. Both macro and micronutrients are naturally obtained by the roots from the soil. There are three basic tools for diagnosing nutrient deficiencies: soil testing, plant analysis, visual observations in the field. We now want to focus on visual identification of nutrient deficiencies in plants and testing the plant to identify nutrient deficiencies. Nutrient deficiency symptoms appear when an essential nutrient is not available in sufficient quantity to meet the requirements of a growing plant. Visual observation is a qualitative assessment and is based on symptoms such as stunted growth or yellowing of leaves occurring as a result of nutrient deficiencies. Interpreting visual nutrient deficiency and toxicity symptoms in plants can be difficult, and it is always advisable to have your soil or plants analyzed to confirm the nutrient deficiency symptoms you have observed. The logical flow of identifying which nutrient is lacking in the soil by observing the health and coloration of leaves and parts of the plant is a useful process to be aware of potential deficiencies in your soil, especially the micronutrients. Of the 17 essential plant nutrients discussed in our first video, 3 are non-minerals, such as carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen, and these are absorbed by the plant through the leaves. Then there are macronutrients, which include nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sulfur, and the rest are micronutrients which are all absorbed by roots from the surrounding soil solution. Once inside plants, nutrients are transported to where they are needed, typically to growing points. Once incorporated by the plant, some elements can be immobile while others can be remobilized. Immobile elements essentially get locked in place, and that is where they stay. Those that can be remobilized can leave their original location and move to areas of greater demand. Knowing which are mobile or immobile is helpful in diagnosing deficiency symptoms. Mobile nutrients are those nutrients once in the plants can be translocated to growing points. Like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, if not enough, they will move to growing points and deficiency symptoms will appear in the older leaves. The deficiency symptoms can be generalized in appearance on the whole leaves, like older leaves, turning pale green and yellow, as in case of nitrogen, or purplish color discoloration, like phosphorus. Symptoms sometimes are localized, as for potassium, where it starts appearing on the leaf margin and show as scorching of leaf margins and move inwards between veins. Immobile nutrients are those that cannot be transported to growing points. Deficiency symptoms will appear in younger leaves like calcium, iron, and zinc. As in the case of calcium, when there is not enough, it cannot be transported to growing points. The young leaves of terminal buds are necrotic from tip and margins at first, and then turns brown. If it is fruit formation, the fruits will show blossom end rots. And for zinc, young leaves with intervenochlorosis becomes very small with rosette appearances and stunted growth. If you observe a macronutrient deficiency, then you can do a soil test. And for micronutrients, you can take a soil sample and send it to the ministry lab for testing, or you can ask for a particular micronutrient leaf test. We have come to the end of this video on nutrient deficiencies. You have seen how essential it is for the soil to have the correct amount of nutrients in order to have healthy plants and crops. Our next video, we will show you how to enhance the quality of your soil and the nutrient availability for your crops.